welcome in everyone to my house of horror, and today we are going to be reviewing the Humpty Dumpty movies. Now, guys, let me tell you something. I watched these so you didn't have to, okay? I got this. This is a not really a three pack, but it's one disc with these three movies on it from Walmart for $14.96. Now, I bought this because I wanted to give these movies a chance. These movies deserve a home. Things like that. Honestly, they're just one of these movies that you turn your brain off. You try to watch and have a good time, but these movies, man, oh man, they're a slog to get through. Trust me. I'm pretty sure I just fell asleep watching the last one. Woke up and still nothing really happened. These movies are very, 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 very slow, and nothing really happens till like towards the middle to the end of these. But I mean, the first one's The Curse. Now in this one, this lady has dementia. She remembers Humpty from her childhood. Killings start happening. She doesn't remember if she done them or he done them. He kind of like messes with her mind, things like that. That's pretty much all this is about, is him messing with people's minds. And if you look, I don't know if you can see that, but right there, those teeth on that, his mouth or his mask opens up from the bottom and a bunch of teeth come out, and he like kills people by stabbing them, then he starts eating them, stuff like that. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. But all in all, these are, I would almost consider them a slasher type. So I'm a big slasher fan, so that's my favorite subgenre. So they're gonna give these a chance. But like I said, if you guys want to pick this up, it is at Walmart for $14.96. I picked it up. I'm throw it in my collection. I put it with the Puniverse. I know it's not part of that, but I put it with my movies, my Puniverse movies. So the cult of Humpty Dumpty is about these group of girls. They're troubled teens. They go to this resort. He has a cult of people that does his killings for him, things like that. Not much of a plot going on. Low budget type of characters. Very bad acting, things like that. I feel like if he was gonna make him a slasher, don't give him the teeth aspect. Let him kill with like the knife, like that right there. He has a knife. Let him kill like that, because I feel like that's where he mainly would have stood out at, killing people with a knife, not his teeth. And then the madness is about this girl and her boyfriend who go away to her childhood home, and they are right. Well, her boyfriend's a writer, she's a painter. They go away because they have like writer's block or something like that, to try to, I guess, soothe their mind, try to get them back in the rhythm of writing and painting, stuff like that. Her childhood catches up to her, realizes that Humpty Dumpty is still alive. It was a puppet or a doll that she had when she was a kid. So it's kind of a cool aspect. But let me tell you something. The girl in this last one, she can't act. She can't act at all. I mean, I could probably done a better job in this movie than she could. And I'm saying a lot because I'm not an actor. Holy shit. These first two are not bad. This one, shit. Straight up shit. Guys, I recommend these first two. I rated this one on Letterboxd a 2. This one a 1. Does that mean they're bad movies? Yeah, but you can have fun with them. These first two you can have fun with. I recommend, if you guys watch these, these are on Peacock, by the way. All three of them are. If you guys are going to watch these two first. This one, skip completely. Straight up ass. I mean, it's going to tie everything in together. Um, so maybe watch it, but it is straight up diarrhea. Don't watch it. Just watch these two, please. And if you don't even want to watch these, that's fine. I understand. I watch them so you guys don't have to. I like to take chances with movies like these because sometimes you can find diamonds in the rough with these, just like them big 8 or 10 pack or 15 pack horrors. Sometimes you can find diamonds in the rough. I have a lot of those actually, and I have found some diamonds in the rough from time to time on those. So go into these if you guys decide to watch them. I understand if you don't. Go into these. These are on Peacock. I used to have, or I still have Peacock. But I still bought this because it's, I mean, it's kind of cool artwork, things like that. And Humpty Dumpty. I mean, we all know the little or yeah, I guess the fairy tale or whatever. But I just thought it was kind of neat to grab. So, um, go in these and turn your brain off and try to have fun with them. That's really all they are. They don't take themselves too seriously or anything like that. So, you don't have to worry about that. There is a decent amount of kills, decent gore, very, very, very low budget, terrible acting, things like that. So be aware of that, please, going into those. So that was the review for the Humpty Dumpty series. Now, with that being said, we have a haul to get to. I just hit up one of my local Goodwills, and I got, let's see, one, two, three. I got 7 movies from Goodwill. So let's start off with Hannibal Rising. I got this because I wanted to start collecting the Hannibal franchise, which I'd only seen Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal. So I hadn't seen Red Dragon or Hannibal Rising or my Manhunter. So I end up getting the entire series, which I am pretty excited about. Check some more of those out when I get a chance. I got some movies lined up, so those will have to be a minute. I understand that I've heard that Hannibal Rising is not a good movie, so I'm definitely gonna give it a shot though for sure. Um, so moving on, we have Hostel by Eli Roth. Now I've seen this not a lot. I've only maybe seen it one time. So I figured I'd pick it up and give it another rewatch. Eli Roth, I like him. I like Cabin Fever. Green Inferno was okay. Thanksgiving, I really like Thanksgiving. That was a damn good movie. But I understand. I think there's 3 of these, so I'm going to try to get all 3 of them. So this is the first one. I've got pretty interesting movie for sure. Um, I'm not really going to talk about it. Not people have talked about these at nauseum. So if you haven't seen Hostel, I definitely recommend it. It's a good time. I need to do a rewatch on it because I haven't seen it in so long. So definitely have to do that and get a review out for that. Now moving on next, we have Red Dragon. Like I said, I had never seen this before, and I picked this up. So now I have the entire Hannibal Lecter franchise. So, and this is cool because a lot of movies don't have this now, but they have it's called production notes, but it used to be, it's also the chapters on it too. So, pretty neat little thing there. Um, Anthony Hopkins, of course, is back in this. This has a pretty good cast. Anthony Hopkins, Edward Norton, Ralph Fiennes from 28 Years Later, Harvey Keitel, Emily Watson, Mary Lou Parker, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. So I've actually never seen this one either. So definitely watch these ones that I haven't watched because I also have Manhunter, and I think it's the prequel to um, Silence of the Lambs. So I definitely have to check that out, get that out, get a review. I've seen a few people talk about that one, and they say they really, really, really like it. So I'll definitely check it out and get a review out. Now I've seen this one there at Goodwill. I thought, what the hell? Let's give this a chance. It's an IFC film. It has Robert Englund in it and Lin Shaye. It's called The Midnight Man. You guys can see that. Sorry about the glare. Called The Midnight Man. Pretty interesting little creature there on the disc. Disc has some art to it, and it also has reversible art inside of it. That's pretty dang neat. I do like the original cover. This is an IFC film and is also a Scream Factory film as well. So pretty interesting there. I didn't see that till now. But this also looks like it has what's her face from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, Jessica Biel. Yeah, Jessica Biel. Looks like her right there. But I've never actually seen this. I don't even know what this is about or anything. I just took a chance with it because it kind of looked interesting. But it says on a snowy night in her grandmother's sprawling mansion, teenager Alex and her best friend Miles discover a mysterious box hidden away in an attic. Inside are instructions for the midnight game, an ancient pagan ritual said to summon the player's greatest fear. It all seems like harmless fun to Alex and Miles until they unleash the terrifying spirit of the Midnight Man, an unholy force who pits them against their darkest demons and dares them to survive horror legends Robert Englund and Lin Shaye Co-star in this terrifying supernatural game of cat and mouse. Play at your own risk. And this was 2016, so about 10 years old. I'm definitely going to watch this one night this week and get a review out because this sounds interesting. So stay tuned for that. I'm kind of excited for that. So definitely going to get a review out for those. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll get a review out for that. And I think that's going to be pretty good. I might have found a diamond in the rough with that one. So now this one, I've never seen this one. It's called Vacancy. This, I want to say this is kind of like The Strangers, but in like a hotel setting. So I've definitely heard of this movie for sure. A lot of people talk about this, but I have actually never seen this before. So like I said, pretty excited to watch this as well. I'm going to do probably another review on here for this. Um, Called Vacancy, Luke Wilson, Kate Beckinsale. So this looks pretty interesting. I know what this is about. Like I said, it's pretty much like The Strangers, but in a hotel. So pretty cool there. I love The Strangers. Well, the first two, The Strangers, Strangers Pray at Night. This new trilogy can go get bent because this new trilogy sucks ass. So now moving on, we have more of the Saw movies. I've got Saw 5. It's got a slip cover to it. Um, you go inside here. You got the official Saw for Saw merchandise, things like that. So this is pretty interesting. This is Saw 5. Yes, this is Saw 5. It's just weird little disc art there. Don't say Saw or nothing on it. Looks like it's like broken glass or something on it, which is pretty interesting. A lot of these have cool disc arts, cool slip covers, things like that. I've never really seen the Saw franchise until this year. My wife is a fan of them, so I was like, well, you know what the hell? I've only seen the first two. Let's sit down and watch them. So we watched all of them, and I don't mind them now. Saw 5. I don't have this one. Well, now I actually do have it. I didn't have it at first, so I would say my favorite Saw movie is Saw 3. So, any chance I get to pick these up, I will because, like I said, I need to complete the series. I'm a completionist. Once I get one movie in a franchise, I have to get them all, no matter what. So that's Saw 5, and then the final movie we got is Saw 6. We all know what Saw is about, so I'm not gonna waste your time talking about it. That's the disc art. Pretty interesting disc art there. I'm not gonna waste your time. We all know what Saul's about. You know, John Kramer torturing people that wronged him, things like that. But these ones don't have John Kramer in them because he died in the third movie. So Saul 6, this is the unrated director's cut. So definitely a lot of gore. If you're like me, I'm a gore hound, so I appreciate these. So that's been it, guys. The haul plus the reviews. So some of these movies I'm definitely gonna get some reviews for, especially the Midnight Man. That sounds very, very interesting. So I'll get that out one night this week. And this has been the House of Horror, and we are closing down for now. Bye.